I'm Father Bob Stokig, rector of the Guardian Angel Cathedral in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you with another one of our reflections on the Sunday readings. We find ourselves this 11th Sunday of Ordinary Time finally back in green vestments. As the 50 days of Easter concluded with the Feast of Pentecost, we celebrated those feasts of the Trinity and of the body and blood of Christ, and now enter back into that journey through Ordinary Time. And this week in the readings, we have illustrations about how God chooses the unlikely, chooses the weak to confront the strong. In the first reading from Exodus, there is that image of the little shoot, something vulnerable. If you've ever gone hiking in a forest, you know, a misstep can ruin some of those tender shoots coming up out of the forest floor and kill a new tree, something vulnerable. And yet this first reading talks about how that image of the shoot grows into a mighty tree. Likewise, in the gospel, Jesus gives us one of those horticultural parables about how seed is sown and that tiny vulnerable seed takes root and becomes something that is much more mighty than you could ever see in looking at the seed itself. The kingdom of God is like that, Jesus says, because God chooses the weak, the unlikely, and they become the sign of that presence of the kingdom of God. Pope John Paul II, saint of the church, talked about this as he wrote about how the poor and the vulnerable are at the heart of the church's mission on justice. In our church, we even talk about God's preferential option for the poor, just like that tender shoot or that innocent seed being at the heart of the blossoming of the kingdom of God in our midst. Wherever you are as you watch this, we hope you are doing well. We want you to know that we at the Cathedral in Las Vegas continue to keep you and your family in our prayers. We ask you to do the same until the time comes when, as a sign of the kingdom of God, we can all gather together again here at the Guardian Angel Cathedral.